Hello, loves. Hello, earth signs. How are you today? We're going to get into your week ahead reading. We're going to start out by pulling a moon energy or a moon oracle card. As always, there's a lot of different things going on with the moon. We are currently in the first quarter, in the waxing phase, which is a good time to to work on bringing good things towards you, bringing positive energy towards you, towards your goals, towards things that you are working on or in. And we are headed into the full moon in Gemini. So this is a good time, as you consider your week, just thinking about how you can bring the best way to bring the most positive energy and the most positive results into your life. So what we'll do is there are basically 6 different aspects of the moon going on right now. So we're in the waxing moon phase. The full moon eclipse in Gemini is coming up. We're currently in the first quarter moon, kind of going into that waxing gibbous phase. Gibbous moon, which is kind of just being, bursting with energy, really. And like I say, the full moon eclipse in Gemini. Okay, and full moon energy. So lots of different aspects of the moon's energy to look at. So what we're going to do is just shuffle these up. Give these a good shuffle. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And just see which of the moon's aspects should you most focus in on. All right. And the full moon, surrender to the divine. All right. And earth signs, I know that is something that probably is a little bit difficult for you, surrendering. You like to be grounded and, in control, fully understanding what's going on. So surrendering to the divine might be something that you struggle with. It could be. So, we'll take a look at how that applies to your upcoming week leading into the full moon on November 30th. We're also going to choose one elemental oracle card for each sign. So one for Capricorn, one for Taurus, one for Virgo, to see, what your overall energy is for the week, what you need to be, maybe looking out for, or what lesson you need to pull from this week, however you feel like you need to apply it. All right. What energy, what overall elemental oracle message do we have for each of these earth signs? All right, Capricorn, wind, change. Interesting. Okay. Taurus, magnetism, attraction. And finally, Virgo, light, sun. All right. So we're looking at each of these cards also is associated with a different element. Wind, obviously, is going to be air. Attraction, I think that is probably earth energy. Let me check that for you, actually. And I know, of course, sun is going to be fire. All right, so magnetism is going to be earth energy. All right, so it's going to be right in line with you, Taurus. So we have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo here. All right, so now we will get right into the tarot reading. The tarot reading is going to represent your biggest challenge and a solution, or the best way to approach that challenge, your biggest opportunity, and your best way to approach it, or the best way to capitalize on that opportunity for the week, earth signs. And of course, taking into account, you know, the moon energy and, you know, your individual oracles, your individual energies for the upcoming week. Keep in mind that this will not, oh my goodness, this will not resonate with every earth sign. This will not resonate with every single Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So I will have videos for the 3 other elements, you know, fire, water, and air. So you could check your rising or moon signs to see if those are more applicable. All right, so I already have one jump out for our challenge for the week. Interesting card. All right, challenge. All right, let's see the best. How do we need? Okay. All right, the best way to approach that. And what is our biggest, earth sign's biggest opportunity for the week coming up? Biggest, this card's got a lot to say. Biggest opportunity for the week coming up. This earth sign's biggest area of opportunity for the current week. Okay. Might be best to walk away from some things, earth signs. And finally, let's see, your best way to approach this opportunity. Your best way to approach this opportunity. Okay. All right, earth signs, so we'll get right into it. So let's start with your challenge and your solution to that challenge. This looks like somebody is probably being petty, being sneaky. I would, you know, just check around you, you know, looking at Capricorn here. Now, your overall energy for the week is about change and wind, and just, you know, the cycle of change, and, you know, the way the wind erodes things and carries things away. And, you know, there may be some changes in your life that, you know, are making other people weary, making other people, or not weary, but wary, making other people want to try to manipulate situations or do things behind your back, maybe out of fear of change, or maybe because your change somehow is making them jealous. It could be, you know, a lot of things, but I would just, you know, be on heightened awareness about people around you. All 3 of you guys, all 3 signs, be wary about people around you who are, you know, might be jealous in some way, who might be going behind your back and doing things underhanded, who are not being upfront with you. Be careful, Taurus, about people who seem drawn to you, people who are trying to get close to you, and just make sure that you are deciphering energies and deciphering people's intentions, and you know, what their intentions are towards you as they try to get close to you. That doesn't mean, you know, that everybody who is, you know, drawn to you and everybody who is trying to be close to you is, you know, someone to watch out for. But just be, you know, this is not to be afraid of everybody or to think everybody's out to get you. This is about just, you know, just watching and being sure that you know what people's intentions are. And Virgo, this is about you just being light here. You know, the sun has the ability to bring life and also to destroy. If you get too close, you know, we know what happens when things get too close to the sun. And Virgo, you know, that can be you, right? So, you know, it's an interesting one. It may just be, even when you, sometimes even when you know people don't have your best interests at heart, even when you know that people are trying to be sneaky or trying to get over on you in some way, sometimes the best thing to do is, you know, of course, remove yourself from that situation. Definitely don't allow them to manipulate you or get the best of you, but just, you don't have to confront them necessarily. It may be a situation where it's best not to. And sometimes, you know, like they say, sometimes it's just best to be light in darkness. So you don't, you know, nobody can see their way around in complete darkness. Sometimes people can even see the error of their ways when you are the light. When you shine a bright, positive light on situations, they start to see where they don't line up with your light. You know, and it starts to illuminate their ugly areas. And, you know, they can see themselves better without you even having to say a word, honestly. And so your best way to approach this looks like to just use wisdom, stay in control. Earth signs, I think that is your your element, really. You know, being in control, being grounded. This is an Aries card, but at the same time, you know, this is the Emperor is just grounded. He's wise. He's in control. Regardless of the situations around him, he's always prepared, right? And kings are ready to go to war if needed, but they're also ready to lead and, you know, lead their soldiers and lead their people and just be who everybody looks up to. You know, being a leader is more than going to war. And so I think this is just, you know, using your intuition to recognize people around you who may not have your best intentions at heart, who may be out to harm you in some kind of a way, but just using wisdom to discern that, and also using wisdom to know how to adjust that situation, and also just knowing that karma is, you know, a real thing. So, you know, people who are manipulative and who do wrong by people, they get what they deserve. And it's not always, you know, it ain't got to be in the next life. It can be in this one. You know, people who, you know, just intentionally try to harm and hurt other people usually are not living very good lives themselves anyway. And they just don't learn the lesson that, you know, hurting other people is just going to come back around to you. You just create, you know, an icky life, honestly, by being that type of person. And so understand that, you know, the universe and karma is working on your side in this situation. Your biggest opportunity here, earth signs, is it's looking like you need to walk away from some attachments. Like, you know, far away. It looks like, you know, probably you've given chance after chance. And maybe chance after chance, or even, you know, maybe you have been received a lot of different offers, and some of them didn't work, and you're not even really interested in any other offers of this particular type. So you're just ready for something new. You're ready to walk on. You're ready to move on. Heading out. To something new, to a new place, to a new job, to a new relationship, to something that is different. And I think that is it's showing that this is your biggest opportunity. So if there's something that you feel like you've been needing to walk away from, trust your intuition, trust the universe, that the universe does see you, and that it knows you are kind of tired of your current situation, and that you can have what you want if you're willing to kind of give up on, not give up, that's not the word I want to use, but if you're willing to let go, if you're willing to let go of these, the things that you're attached to where you currently are. And it says your best way to approach this here, I think, is to, recognize where you're holding yourself back, I think. Earth signs, I know often, being attached to things sometimes makes you feel grounded. So change is not always something that you want or think that you need, but it looks like it's necessary here. And so just recognize your own mental blockages. What things are keeping you from moving on in situations where you need to move on, and where that's going to be, your biggest chance to be fulfilled and to be, to have what you want. Whether that's in a career you don't want, again, in a relationship, and just removing those mental blockages, removing the binds from yourself. You don't have to stay bound in your own back and forth, just being back and forth in your own head. It happens. It's a real thing. We just become attached, and we try to figure out every excuse to not move on, to stay where we are. But I think this is telling you that even the universe is telling you that it's time to let it go. So I would just say keep in mind each of your elements where this is concerned. So looking at Capricorn, again, looking at the winds of change, looks like they are carrying you to walk away from something, and that could even be linked here. So if there's someone close to you, or who was once close to you, it may be time to walk away from that situation, because you can see now that their intentions are not pure. Their intentions are not, do not have your best interest at heart. And sometimes the winds of change come when we're not moving fast enough, when we're not seeing things fast enough. The universe will bring change. And you can do it willingly, you can do it in your full power, recognizing your own mental blockages and doing that work yourself, or the winds of change can come and do it for you, kind of like the Tower comes when you pull a Tower card in these situations, and change is coming, but you can do it yourself, or the universe can do it. And most of the time, we want to maintain that power ourselves and go ahead and do it before the universe does it for us, because it usually hurts more. Taurus here again, this magnetism. I think again this is just kind of looking at people who are around you, people who are drawn to you, drawn to your energy, knowing when to walk away, when to stay, or though when to keep, who to keep close to you, and then who you need to just walk away from, honestly. And don't let any mental blockages or any emotional baggage or any of that hold you back from doing that. People will draw on you because of your your energy or your power or your abilities, or your even just being, a loving or nurturing person, or someone who brings grounding into someone else's life. When people see something in you that they can draw on or pull on or latch on to, they will hold on to you. And they sometimes they become manipulative in an effort to hold on. And so it's not always a vicious attempt, but it's still a selfish attempt. And I think, just be wary of that, Taurus. Virgo, again, I think that you know your power. And I think that you don't really have a problem walking away when things are not working the way that they should. And when you notice, when you realize and you notice that someone does not have your interest in heart, I think that you are a lot easier to walk away. So just make sure that, again, that you're doing everything in love and light. Again, for all three of you guys, just remove any mental blockages that keep you from walking away. And I'm just saying that I think Virgo is probably more well equipped to do that. So this is more of a reminder, I think, for Taurus and Capricorn. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just when you see it and you recognize it, use your wisdom and, cut those ties as you need to. And I think, this is in the position of being your biggest opportunity for a reason. I think you'll find some freedom here. Some, other opportunities can come into your life because you've, walked away from all the other things that were kind of crowding you. And just, trust your intuition, trust the universe. Again, that the universe has your best interest at heart. And I don't even want to say that, not that the universe has your best interest at heart, but that when your intentions, when you have your best interest at heart and you are doing the work to walk away, to make sure that you are cared for and covered and taken care of, that, yourself, then I think that, elements in the universe line up to, make that more probable. And so, just keep that in mind as you go throughout your week. Just keep an eye on people. Watch what they're doing. And again, this is not to make you paranoid about people or anything like that, but just, when you see something fishy, or something that is something off about somebody's behavior or what they're doing or saying, take that into consideration. All right. So, Earth signs, that has been your week ahead reading. Be sure to subscribe, comment below if this resonates. I love to hear from people regarding, my readings, since I'm just kind of getting started out here on YouTube. So I would really love your feedback if this resonates. Be sure to hit the bell button if you want to be notified when I upload other videos. Also, make sure you follow me, Illumini, ILLUMINAE, Illumini Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook. On Instagram, there is a underscore between, so it's Illumini_tarot. And you can absolutely find me there, where I do, other readings or choose cards and things like that over there, and have a little bit more fun on Instagram. And also, I'm now on Facebook, so, check me out there. If any of these readings resonate with you, feel free to leave a review on my Facebook page. That is okay with me. And also stay tuned, because I am going to be launching an Etsy site soon, and a website where you can get different types of readings from me, different opportunities to connect with me and get more personalized guidance. So anyway, that is your week, Earth signs. I wish you the best, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.